There's a number of things that most of us are aware of, or at least I hope you're aware of, that you need to do with your partner to keep the romance thriving, keep it vibrant in your relationship, right? But I want to tell you the one key ingredient that it boils down to that is the thing that keeps the spark alive in your relationship. So, yes, a romantic connection, as we know, absolutely requires the love piece, right? It requires the intimacy. It requires, that empathy, that kind of nurture vibe, that embrace, all very accurate. But the part that turns into a spark, right, which turns that romance and sets it on fire, if you will, is undoubtedly the need for uncertainty. Your relationship has to maintain and keep a consistent, healthy level of mystery, right? Uncertainty for healthy, positive reason, not unhealthy or toxic uncertainty to where you don't know if your partner is loving you today or not, right? Or you don't know if you guys are doing great or if you're on a break of breaking up, right? That's not the kind of uncertainty we're looking for. That's the unhealthy, toxic version. The uncertainty we're talking about here is what all of us as humans need in general for life, but in a romantic sense, which is excitement, mystery, which is, something new, something you didn't expect, you didn't know was coming. Or if anything, you're expecting what is new to come, right? You're excited about that. It's the excitement that is in romance that turns into a spark. That's where the liveliness comes from. That's where the expressiveness comes from. And honestly, when we talk about the need for uncertainty, it is the core root part in passion. See, people always talk about wanting to have a fiery, romantic, passionate love, right? Maybe intense sex or whatever the case is. But the ingredient that makes those experiences so fiery and so passionate is the excitement in it. It is the, oh wow, this is something I don't know what's going to happen. That's usually where excitement comes from. You may anticipate an experience is going to be great, but you're excited for what is to come because you haven't experienced it yet. And you're not 100% sure on how it's exactly going to go, but you know how you would like it to go. You're excited for something that has not come to pass. That's what usually excitement does, right? Even if you've experienced something like it once before, it's exciting to see if it's going to happen again that way or for it to happen, right? So it's the excitement, the mystery, right? The caught me off guard, or the, oh, I can't believe it's going this well this way. That's the stuff that makes your romance something that sets ablaze, right? And keeps you engaged into desiring your partner versus just loving them. This is why we actively date our partners forever. I don't care if you're not in a dating stage anymore. I don't care if you're in a committed relationship or if you're married at this point. You have to still date your partner, right? That's something that never stops because it was the dating, the courting phase that really locked your partner into saying, this is a person I want to do life with. And so if you let go of those elements or you stop, participating in that dating type of ritualistic things, then a lot of the elements and a lot of the experience that your partners come to know that represents who you are isn't there. And also, it takes away the excitement in that glue that makes your romance strong in the first place. It is the uncertainty, this whole fresh new experience, and I'm going this exploration of someone new that I don't really know is the bread and butter to the honeymoon phase, right? It's the reason why we get all starry eyed and we lock in those really great memories that we don't want to let go of. It's the thing that makes it hard that after you've gotten with someone and you're with them for a while, maybe you come to realize we're not as perfect as we thought we were. And things maybe aren't as great as it once was. And you spend more time, if it's an unhealthy relationship, fighting to salvage what was, because you're trying to do all these things to get back to how things used to be in the beginning because of the exciting memories you created back in that time period that are locked in your mind that you don't want to let go of, right? It's a very motivating fuel, the excitement. So the more your relationship lacks that healthy uncertainty, right? it's the more you take away of your ability to keep creating memories and moments and having experiences that literally ignites passion and desire inside of you both to want to do it again more and more and build stronger and stronger and be excited and happy and thriving together versus just functional and operational together. Because you can be very complacent and just, feel reassured that you have someone and that, you're going to be loved and all the essentials. You can do that all day, but your relationship could also fall flat in that way. And that happens to a lot of couples to where they love each other to pieces. They don't want to go anywhere, but something's missing, right? Or, life's gotten monotonous now. They don't do anything new or fresh. And so they love them. They don't want to leave them, but they're also starving to feel alive. That's where that uncertainty comes in, right? It's where the expectation of something positive and hopeful is so essential because that is the sauce that helps you and your partner not just exist in an okay way together, but to go out there and feel like you're flying and can conquer the world together. Big difference. So this is why we need to have regular date nights. This is why we need to always think of how can I make the experience of my partner that much better? How can I show my gratitude today or this week? What's something special I can do for my partner that they didn't expect, they didn't see coming, right? This is why it's so essential that you become very intentional about bringing an element that your partner doesn't expect into the equation. Because if you think about it, some of your best memories with your partner, and them of you probably, are most likely the times whenever you surprise them with an experience, something of appreciation, gratitude, or just celebration of you guys that they didn't see coming or didn't know exactly what's going to happen. Or even if they did know, you brought an element to that experience that they didn't necessarily see coming. And it brought that excitement and that fire and that vibrance to them, which locks into their mind as a very significant moment memory because it's a very positive and gratifying one. The memories that feel the most pleasurable are the ones we lock into the most, that helps remind us of our truths or how we appreciate or value something or someone much more than just basic everyday gestures. And it's also the more of these type of memories you create, right, the more excitement you can bring to your relationship and really amazing, tangible experiences that your brain locks in is like data and information for yourself, is the more you prepare you and your partner to be much more efficient at working through the obstacles and the challenges. And when you're the headbutts and the arguments and all the conflict, right? Because whenever those negative moments step out, because negative moments can scream louder than the positive ones because your mind and body are built to look out for things that could be painful because it doesn't want you to experience that. So it's easy for us to get locked into the painful experiences, the more we have of those, when there's a lot less exciting experiences to counterbalance it. So you got to keep a regularity of creating the excitement and the fun and the spontaneity and all of those elements into your relationship so that whenever you have your bumps in the road, the desired experiences always outshine a lot more, or they help pull you back off those rails that says, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know if this is actually my person, because you'll have something of substance, a lot of substance that counterbalance that and let you know, hey, this is just a season. We just need to figure this out. But there's so much good here consistently. Keywords consistency, right? That I want to hold on to. And it makes you so much more efficient at seeing your partner never losing sight of who they actually are to you versus how it may feel they are being to you, versus thinking they become my opponent now versus this is my partner that we're having some misunderstandings in between that's blocking us from being unified. Game changer. So keep your appreciation up for your partner. Consistently show acts of gratitude to the small things you remember about, stuff that's special to them, making their favorite coffee or, taking a chore off their hands or so forth, or randomly surprising them with their favorite dessert from their favorite bakery in town or something, right? Something that says they didn't see this coming, but it means a lot to them, or they know you put some intentional effort into going out of your way, setting time aside in your day to bring a little bit of joy that's uniquely targeted towards them. Or maybe it's even, I don't know, bringing back an old memory from some years ago at a special place you guys went to on that same day, right? And doing something that kind of honors and celebrates that experience. Things that really brings, oh, this was thoughtful. I didn't know you were going to do this. Maybe I could expect something like this from you, but I didn't see it coming. And it brings excitement into me to know that you're caring about me that much. Or maybe that you brought a romantic experience to me and it caught me off guard and it gets me turned on. Whatever it is, excitement is the goal. The more excitement you bring, the more happy, harmonious, and exciting your relationship will be. Let's get it.